Hello, everyone. This is Joel with KSN Property Management. This is our latest video in our series of videos that we're doing to help all the do-it-yourself landlords that are out there in hopes that you can learn from some of the lessons that we have learned over the years. This video is going to be relatively short because in this video, we're going to be talking about the importance of having professional photographs taken. Once you've got your property ready to rent and you're going to want to put it up there on Zillow, Facebook Marketplace, Realtor.com, Apartments.com, wherever you're going to be advertising it. Very important that you have good photographs to properly showcase your property. One of the things you may have heard me talk about in the past is don't step over a dollar in order to pick up a nickel. This is one area where that's very, very true. Having professional photographs taken of your property is probably going to run you somewhere between $200 to $300 for their basic service. This is money that is very well spent. I mean, every now and then, you're going to see somebody that's taking pictures of a property with their cell phone, and it is painfully obvious when someone has done that. So you definitely spend the money, have pros take the photographs of your property. Their equipment is much better than yours. Nothing personal. I don't care if you've got the latest Google Pixel or the latest iPhone, their cameras are going to be better than yours. Even just their basic service is going to make your property look really good. And in fact, one of the things that the pros will do is they'll take multiple exposures for every shot. The underexposure is going to bring in all the light from the windows, and then they're going to do an overexposure, which will highlight all of the colors inside of the room, and they will merge all that together, and you get a really fantastic looking end product. But in addition to just the basic service, there's also some additional services that the pros can offer you if you want. For example, a lot of them will generate a floor plan. They have apps out there that they can use to automatically create an interior floor plan of the property so that people can see how the layout of the property is. The pros can do some retouching of the photographs. Like, for example, if there was some clutter that you mistakenly left out during the photo session, they can take that out. They can edit it out as if it were never even there. Or alternatively, if the property is empty and you so desire, you can have them do what's called virtual staging, where they can take the pictures of your empty property and virtually add furniture and dining room tables and curtains and all that. They can virtually put furniture in the property, so that'll give people an idea of what your property looks like when it's furnished, which in some cases can help. Another thing they can do with virtual retouching is if you have your photographs taken maybe in the fall or the winter and the yard looks brown, they can just click a button and make the grass look like it's green, so people will have an idea of what your yard's going to look like in the springtime and in the summer. Some other things the pros can do is they can create a virtual immersive 360-degree tour of your property so that people can actually sit there on the computer and just click through your property and pan around with the mouse almost as if they were there, or with their finger if they're looking at it on a cell phone. They can do video walkthroughs for you. If your property has some interesting thing to look at outdoors, like if it's on a large piece of property, if it's near a waterway or a body of water, if it's near maybe some historic landmark in the town that you live in, they can send up drones and they can do these dramatic aerial shots of your property. And another thing some people choose to do is they can take twilight shots of your property. This is basically a photo of your property as if it was just getting dark and all the lights are on and coming out of the windows. And they can, depending on what you want them to do, they can either take a shot at the actual twilight time of day, or this is another thing that they can also do virtually. But again, these add-on services aren't necessarily required, but if nothing else, like I said, the basic set of photos that a professional real estate photographer can provide for you is really going to help show your property in the best possible light. So it's important to do that. So that's it for today's video. And as always, we are KSN Property Management, and we're not monsters. So if there's anything that we can ever do to help you, please reach out to us. Our website is ksnprop.com. You can find us online. Don't hesitate to reach out. And if you are watching this on our YouTube channel, please click the button to subscribe so that you'll get notifications of new videos when we put them out.